everybody. Welcome back to the Mom's View. We've got Carly, Angel, Kayli, and me, Shaytards. So, since by the time you guys are watching this, it will be 2015, we're going to talk about New Year's resolutions that will be in full effect by then.
Right, I'll be going strong.
I'll be like, I lost 30 pounds. I'm just kidding. Weight loss isn't even on there. Okay, I want to know your guys' resolutions, if you make them, if you have them. I know we kind of talked about this last year.
Yeah,
a little bit. So, Kayli, you want to take it away?
You know, I always say I'm not going to make a resolution, but it's hard not to just like kind of make them in your mind. Mine is usually like to get in shape and feel great, you know, not losing weight. And I want to do that again. Carly and I are doing a diet bet.
Nice.
That's something that I did with my friends. It wasn't a diet bet, but we did Biggest Loser as a group of friends. And it really motivated me and helped me stay on track because I was like, I want to do well because I don't want to be like the lowest. So, you know, something like that is good. But I'm going to make a board. What are they called?
Vision board.
A vision board.
Oh, yeah. You got to, because you hadn't made one.
Right, I've never made one before, and you guys really motivated me. So that is what I want to do this year. You know, see where I want to be in a year from now.
Kayli's is gonna look like a billboard when it's done. She could sell it to somebody because it's gonna be like professional with like lights and glitter.
Exactly.
Angel, you were saying Kayli's is going to be like pop-up art or something.
A hologram is going to come up. Hi,
I'm Kayli.
I'm Kayli
Welcome
in the
to
future.
Kayli's vision board.
This is your vision. Yeah.
I'm excited for it. You guys really motivated me and
good.
inspired me, so that's what I'm
Yay.
going to do. Yeah. How about you?
Well, I have a resolution to have 2 babies.
Baby boys.
He is. But there's some projects that I want to work on. Like I felt like last year I hit some really good resolutions. Like I grew my channel by a lot, which was really great. I think I'm right like a few hundred away from the goal that I set for the end of the year. So I'm like, come on, do it. So I still have a lot of goals that I'll set for my channel specifically. And then there's like other stuff like I want to do a lullaby CD.
Oh,
That'll be such a good idea.
So I want to do that. So there are like, there'll be probably like 5 big projects that I want to complete in 2015, including getting my master's and not going back to school ever again. Done. And I feel like last year's vision board just really was like helpful. Like I know I ran over, over 150 miles in 2014.
Cool.
Like
Awesome.
I kept track of all the miles I ran, just focused on health. So I really want to stick to it this time, even though I didn't return back to my vision board as much as I should have to just have a reminder of what in the world did you say you wanted to accomplish this year. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to set, like I said, a couple of really big goals and keep my vision board a little bit smaller this year just so I am making sure I give enough time to focus on the 2 new babies and my big baby and my biggest baby. So I don't want to overwhelm myself too much in 2015 with what does Angel want to do with her life. But I do have like a couple of big things that if I can knock it out the park.
Oh, there's no doubt.
I'm gonna feel like I'm winning.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that CD.
I know.
But yeah, I think that it would be so fun to do and then have my son do a couple of songs with me and just. I feel like it's appropriate since I'm gonna have little babies.
You are a queen.
Thank you.
So what about you?
I don't know. I do know I need to help my little Cooper. He's doing really well in science and math, but his reading, he's like at 80 percentile. So I'm like, I want to create something. I think we're going to work with like flashcards and just like make more time for him with his reading. I really want him to be able to read by the time he gets out of 1st grade. So that this summer, I read this book, but it's by Ben Carson, and he was talking about how his mom really motivated him to like read, and she made him read 2 books every week. And at the time, it was like so much for him, but he's like, it changed my life. Because if you can read, you can do anything. Like, I need to be a better mom. So my goal is to help Cooper learn how to read. I want him to be able to like fluently reading. No, I mean, at his level, whatever's appropriate. And then I think just upping my game on my YouTube. I've been so busy and so much has been gone in my life that I've been like just vlogging with my phone. And I just am like, I have so many ideas. I need to just like polish them off and just step up my game a little bit. So just kind of making my channel a bit more, not professional, but you know what I'm saying? When you just don't feel good about your content, you're just getting it out there because you're like, I need to get a video out.
Oh, yeah.
And I've been doing that for too long. So I'm like, I really, in 2015, I'm going to build a set. I'm going to work with my dad on building like a little set, some little lighting, and just try to understand, the film side more of YouTube. And then I might want to run another marathon.
Nice.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, the
I could
first
see
one
you
was
doing
so
that.
good. I'm like, maybe towards end of fall. There's one in Pocatello where where we live. Maybe you could join me, Kaylee.
I don't see that on my vision
She's
board.
like, it's not
Do a
that.
half marathon. No, I don't know. Maybe like hosting like a marathon or something for the moms do. But some project to encourage others to get healthy and move your body. But I don't know. I
How
like
about
you.
diet bet?
Yeah, diet bet, holla. Really fun. I really want to come out with a recipe book.
Ooh,
Too,
cool.
like you're making things that you love eating, but making them healthier, like lasagna or cake, but giving them like clean sheets. You know what I'm saying? So you still feel like you're getting that your favorite thing. Like I love pizza, but how can I do it in a way where it's like still delicious, but not so terrible?
I love that idea.
So
That would be
that might
great on
take
your
an
YouTube
entire year.
channel.
Yeah, but we'll see. So there's some things brewing, but I don't know.
Awesome.
Yeah. What about you, Missy?
Ooh, you guys know how much I love goal sheets
Yes.
and making lists. Angel and I share that obsession. So many things, I want to continue to be fabulous as a mom. I don't know. I want to, do fun things with him. I want to take like mommy baby swimming classes with him.
Oh, fun.
That'd be
Fun.
cute because I think it's important to like just know how to swim when you're like a little thing because I
Yeah.
plan to one day have a house with a massive pool.
Right.
Yeah.
And I grew up swimming. Anyway, that's like a way future goal, but I do want to take swimming lessons with him. But I have a lot of goals that I have for my channel and like you guys were saying,
Yeah.
really good content. I have different ideas for different series that I want to do.
Yeah.
They always involve travel. They just do. Like
Do it.
That's what you're
I
passionate about.
want to
You
be
keep
in a
coming back
Bollywood
to it.
movie, you
Yeah.
know. I just want to be a backup dancer in a Bollywood movie.
You're a really good dancer.
Thanks,
No,
Boo.
she really,
So
really is.
good.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, tons of stuff. What else? I like to put big trips on my vision boards or goal sheets or whatever. Greece is on there, so hopefully I'll make that happen. Michael and I have been wanting to do the New Orleans Jazz Festival for a while, which is like end of April. It's always, my goals are always travel and do really cool, fun stuff on YouTube, collaborate with a bunch of people, and just, make content that's not only awesome and fun to film, but that's, informative or inspiring or just shows people something that they've maybe never seen before.
Yeah.
So those are the, I have other goals. I want to make a beauty book with my dad. I
been
talked about
seeing
this
that.
last
That
year
would be
where I want him
gorgeous.
to photograph it like a global beauty, like just kind of discovering beautiful women from around the globe. I mean, of course, these are huge, expensive projects. So if anybody's watching that wants to sponsor these.
Right.
That'd be amazing.
But yeah, I mean, I think we all do this because we want to, work with people that we love and respect. And I'm also ready to rap in our next Mom's View video. So I'm just
needs
gonna
to
go ahead and
happen.
put that out there. I'll just
down
come
some
out from the
beats.
side of Angel and be like, so let me tell you a little something about me.
Yeah. Yeah.
What else? Okay, so like halfway through the year, do you check in and say, hey, self, like, am I on track with those goals? Like, what do you guys do to keep your goals going throughout the year? Do you have any tips, tricks?
You put them
secrets?
on YouTube, and then people keep you real accountable.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
that's good. Yeah,
Very
so kind
smart.
of other people holding you accountable. Like
Yeah.
if you let everybody know and then, or if you're not on YouTube, maybe like what, like a sibling or parents or something keeping you on
Yeah.
track?
Oh,
What do you-
I'm real bad at that, actually.
Okay.
And that's what I was just thinking as we're talking about this is I feel like I need to just check in with myself. Like, are you happy with how it's going? I haven't wanted to put pressure on myself because then it's like, oh, I'm just going to go crazy. But I feel like it's, if it's important to you, it's good to, every month look at your vision board or look at your list and say, am I happy with how I'm doing?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think that's what I'm going to do. Check in with myself. I don't
Yeah.
care. I don't care about whatever everyone else thinks or
Right.
checking in with anyone else. I want to be happy with how I'm doing and how it's
Totally,
going.
totally. What about you, Angel? Do you have any tips or secrets or?
Prioritize. Keeps me from getting stressed out because I will set a lot of god dang on goals
me
and
too.
then be sitting there like, how am I supposed to do this? So I prioritize and then try to organize within that. So if I'm like, okay, this is what I want to get done, I then begin to see how I can pick that apart and take the bigger picture and make it into smaller pictures because sometimes the bigger picture can be a little too overwhelming for me to deal with. Because even like with the CD, trying to do Love by CD, I was like, oh my God. But then I was like, you know what? First, start off with a budget. Figure out what all you need to pay for, who you need to get to help you do this, and then move from there to, are you going to write all the songs or are you going to get a songwriter to help you? So trying to figure out what is my priority, what would I feel devastated about if I didn't get completed in the year, and hit those first, and then the other stuff is like cherries on top.
Right, right. I think that's good. Those are good tips.
I feel like there's so many things I could say about this because I feel like Kayli said, we're bad at holding ourselves accountable. I think that's not America's, but anybody who sets like this hype around the New Year's, like they set these huge goals and then we all feel like failures when it's like, I didn't solve world peace by February, I suck. And so I think for me, it's been just like accepting, like I think I'm just trying to view it this year as like another outsource for creativity, and it's kind of like a birth plan. Like there's these women who make these incredible birthing plans and they write down every step and then, how it's all going to happen. And sometimes it's just out of your control and things happen. It's like, well, this isn't according to the plan, so what do I do? Yeah. So I think with setting goals, it's good to know that like, you can set your goals, but accept change as it comes with, the journey. Because I feel like when you can accept change and kind of swerve to things and like, just have a good attitude about it, then it just might open up another avenue of like, oh, I didn't even know this was a possibility. So for me, for setting goals this year, it's like I want to have a general idea of like the bigger picture of things I want to get to, but like you said, I think making smaller little goals to get there can help.
There was a Huffington Post article that talked a lot about like different tips that to inspire people.
Yeah.
That when you set these big extravagant goals, enjoy the process too.
Right.
And don't get hung up on so much of the end result, but celebrating the little victories along the way, and that those can feel really, really good about yourself. Because I've made goals to like, do something huge, and then when you see that it hasn't happened, you're like, well, what did I do wrong? Like I thought I was, doing really great. I thought I was on track, and then here I am, and I haven't done anything. And in one of the last episodes, I shared that like Michael and I created a little box that we put in like all our little victories, and I think it's just good to remember that there's so many tiny little things that are like little steps towards your big goals, and it's good to focus on those too. And to not set goals it's fun to set goals that are crazy out there that like make you nervous thinking about like, oh my God, what if this came true? It would like make me so happy. But also some realistic, like more attainable goals so that you see the big picture, but you also know that you can take little steps to get there.
Yeah. Right.
Okay, you guys ready to answer some Twitter questions? Yes. Let's talk.
Yes.
Sure. The first one is from Blue-Eyed God. They want to know, are there any past failed resolutions you'd like to try again? XX. I have no idea. I never quite made it to like a size 4, but I've totally given up on that. That was like in high school. Yeah. I'm okay with that now.
There's finances. That's one that I would love to like really get to where I wanted to be that I have failed.
You mean like saving your money, like putting aside money in this, or just making a certain amount of money?
Sure.
Both? We cutting out a little bit of everything?
There's a little bit of everything.
But that's one of those things because like life changes and these things come up that you're not planning for, and then you're like, oh, I can't have that money saved because I have to buy new tires or whatever.
Right.
So
Life.
That one's kind of a hard one. I feel like finances, setting yourself up sometimes. Not with the Dave Ramsey plan, guys. Maybe y'all do it.
No.
Yeah. Like, no. See, I've never been a good saver. I'm like, I get money, I'm like, I want to spend it. Yeah. I'm getting better now, though, because I just have to, because I'm a mom. I've got like a human I need to think about, too. So I'm getting better, but in my early 20s, I was terrible at it. Some people are really good at saving. Yeah. I'd get a good check, and I'd be like, Vegas! Drinks on me! Yeah. Times have changed.
But aren't you glad that you got to do that?
Totally.
You can save money later.
Yeah. Like,
save money now.
Yeah, exactly. No, it was fun.
A big one for me is learning how to edit my videos. I think that this is one that I talked about last year, is editing and filming my own videos. So that is definitely on my vision board.
Why don't you come over and we'll do a little pajama jammy jam, and I'll show you all my tricks. Okay. I don't have a lot of tricks.
I keep telling her, I'll help you, but we've just been busy.
That's the thing, is just time, and especially with the baby, I'm like, I'm so mad at myself that I didn't learn how to do this stuff before baby, because now he loves my laptop, so he's like, yes. I literally just need to go and get him like an old laptop, plug it in, and let him just
type away.
Do whatever he
can
wants
send
to do.
emails to my son.
I'm ruining my mom's laptop.
I just wish that I would have done it before. So I just need to make the time, do it. I'm so intimidated by editing.
You know what, like we were talking about before, it's a learning curve. it'll be super hard at first because it's so new. And then in the next couple weeks, months, you'll feel like, oh, I got this. And you'll film your videos in a way that you know how to edit them.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it'll be empowering to know that you can do everything on your own.
That. Like,
You'll get there.
I crave that feeling, that empowering feeling.
Yep.
And so Casey's tried to help me a little bit, but he's so fast, and I'm like, I'm never gonna be that fast.
He also uses Final Cut Pro, I
Oh,
believe.
calm
And I
down.
just use iMovie, which is super simple.
Amen.
And I guess I just figured it out by like tinkering with it.
Yeah.
And I think once you see it once, you're like, oh, okay, this makes sense.
Right.
Yes,
There's
darling.
so many tutorials on YouTube on how to edit too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if I get stuck on something, I literally put in like the longest thing in Google. How to cut a picture and put it in the upper left corner and then make it dance and sing. And it'll be like, I have a tutorial on
Right.
that. So
I feel
yeah.
like I am the kind of person who I'm hands-on learning. Like I have to have someone say, okay, now this is how you cut it. Now you cut it.
right.
Yeah.
I have to be like, okay, is that right?
Yeah. And you have to make the mistakes and learn on your own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that is one that I'm revisiting this year.
It'll happen. Carly always hits her goals, so you know.
That's not true. I just think I set probably very silly goals that I was telling Angel when we actually cut. She's like, you're not going to say anything about your goals. I'm like, I think every year the goal is like, I'm going to get in the best shape I've ever been in. And then I'm like, but every year that like idea of what it is changes.
Oh, I was gonna
And
say,
I'm
and
sick
every
of
year you seem to be in the best shape.
Right, that's I
ever,
was like, what does that look like?
Yeah.
But that's like the one goal I remember I make every year. And I'm like, what is that? So maybe to me this year will be like defining not like a shape, but more of like the healthy things. So,
Right.
but that's all. It's just
Like-
really silly.
Like a triathlon, like something harder than a marathon.
Like
or
I'm
you
gonna
swim
run
in
around the whole
ocean
world and then
like,
swim.
what can you do?
Yeah.
What can't you do?
Right.
Okay. Ashley Shipskinski asks, what will be your New Year's resolution for your families, and what do you want to accomplish together for 2015?
Cooking healthier meals for my son, which I think
Oh.
I've done pretty good this year.
Good job.
Yes, same thing for the babies. Me eating healthy so that they're getting healthy foods from my breast milk.
How do you implement healthier options without because Cooper is just very set and I can't ever get him to eat what I want to eat. So it's like I have to make him a separate meal and then make my meal because,
You're not a short order cook. That's what you got to realize.
oh, okay.
She's like, oh, thank you for
We
telling
just
me.
started doing
We're not
that with
taking
our kids.
orders.
Yeah, you're not a
And I
short order
used to
cook.
always feel really bad about it. You just have to be like, that's it. You decide.
I feel like I give him options to choose. So and I know I used to overwhelm him and just put these large amounts, and he felt like he had to eat them all. So I've tried to cut back on sizes, but I want him to be able to eat anything. Like Shay and Colette's kids do a good job of maybe because they do what you do, just eat what's in front of you.
Yeah.
But I'm always embarrassed when we take him to somebody's house and he's very nitpicky, and I'm like,
I
it's
also
my
feel
fault.
like
I
people
set that up.
understand. People
Yeah.
understand.
He's a kid.
Yeah.
But I want him to be able to be like, oh, thank you, Mom, eat it, and then, all things. But
That
I
would
was
be
super picky as a kid, so I'm like, maybe it's my own fault.
No, I mean some kids just go through that phase, and then
Yeah.
you just have to eventually be like, is my name Flo? Do I have on a hairnet? I'm not about to be up in this kitchen cooking whatever's on the whim.
Right.
So with Marcus, we have usually a 3-bite rule.
Okay,
Like even if he doesn't want it, he's going to eat 3 bites of that thing.
okay.
I don't care if you throw it up after you do it.
You got 3
It's
bites?
gotta go in. And then after that, if he doesn't want it, he can get up from the table.
Okay,
And,
That's fair.
And so now he'll try, like before I used to have to actually put it in his mouth. Now he'll try just about anything. He'll first ask me, what does it taste like? And I'm like,
Yeah.
well, you have to taste it. And some stuff he doesn't like and some stuff he does, but I find myself not having to fix chicken nuggets every night
yeah.
because that's all he wants to have. So, I mean, and I sometimes treat him with stuff that I know he wants, but I don't want him to all this processed food for all of a sudden when he gets older to grow a 3rd ear out of the back of his head because I wasn't feeding him
Right.
healthy stuff. So that's really big for me. I just want him to be able to know what home cooked food tastes like and appreciate it.
Right.
You know what I want to do? I want to take a family photo and print it out. Who'd have thought?
There you
And
go.
put it on the wall. We don't have any photos in our house.
You
No,
surely
like you
don't.
Said,
You
it's like
don't.
the little celebrations like that. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm accomplished.
Yeah.
I did it.
I want to do a family photo shoot. I want to do a glamorous family photo shoot and put it on the wall.
That'd be
Yes.
beautiful.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can't wait
For
to
your
see
new
it.
house.
Yeah,
Yes, it
exactly.
will look so
We
nice.
have one photo, and it's our wedding photo, and that's it. And I want to go. I like when you walk into a house and you see photos.
I do
Yeah.
And
too.
so I want that. That's my goal. There, I said it. Now you're up.
Awesome.
Bing.
My goal for my family, my kids are older now, And I feel like maybe just a little spoiled,
Okay.
you know, because I do like spoiling my kids. So this year I want to focus on service and on doing things for others and, you know,
So good.
teaching them that. It's so important. And I feel like I was taught that. And so that's really important to me. Now they understand what it means to help others and give. And not just things, but their time. And just to be thoughtful of others and other people's needs.
Oh, I like
so
that.
sweet,
I'm going to put that
Kaylee.
on my list.
Yeah,
too.
that sounds good.
Yeah, I mean, it's
I'll take that one. I'll take that one as well.
Cheese
I
make
feel like
us
that
all
would
look
help.
I know,
help
I'm
me too.
like, great, Kaylee.
No, I need it too. I just feel like everyone needs a reminder. We get caught up in what's going on in our lives. It's good to be like, okay, how can I give?
I feel like for my little family, Cooper and I, just spending more time together. I want to take him on more trips and educate him. I mean, obviously not when he's in school, but I just got him tickets to go to this ice castles thing that we've done in December. I'm excited to do things like that. I just love watching him like learn and grow and just, you know, the reading thing.
Yeah.
Maybe we can read more together. I've recently picked up my reading game. I'm proud of myself for that.
Yeah, you've
And
been
I-
mentioning a lot of
And
books.
I forget that how much I love reading, you know, and I would love for Cooper and I to go to like a little cute coffee shop and he's reading a book and I'm reading a book and,
Sounds awesome.
you know,
It's all
just,
about finding a book he likes.
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, but he wants to read like Pokemon books and I'm like trying to pronounce these names. I'm like making him, I'm like, Butcha-butcha-bee. He's like, how do you say that one? I'm like, I don't know.
I know that
It's
my
like-
kids love Charizard.
It's
That
like
is
Jeff-
not my name. It is
Charizard?
not Charizard. It's Shaytards.
Yeah,
It's
right,
Persian.
right.
I was
That's
named
fine.
after a Persian princess.
I remember
I know
when
that you
first-
mentioned
Yeah.
that.
I am not a Pokemon.
Oh yeah,
Cut
that is
it
a
out.
Pokemon.
Charizard.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is not my name.
It's a good one
There's
too.
only
At least
one
it's a
R.
good one.
Yeah.
Charizard is.
He has
don't
a
know
really
anything
high
about
power, so
Pokemon.
you're good.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
He has high powers.
All right, you guys, that was our first episode for 2015.
Bringing in the new
Are you
year.
guys sticking with your resolutions? Woo, woo, woo. Okay.
Leave them in the comments below. We want to know what they are.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. We got to support each other, right?
Circle
Okay.
of love.
Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye,
Happy
people.
January.